Hey everyone. In this video, I want to talk to you about how to stay committed to something. Now, quite obviously, I've been staying committed to these videos for, is it over 140 days now? So, I may know a thing or two when it comes to commitment. I've kind of been this way for a while now, and I know it works for me, and I hope it'll work for you as well, although I understand we're all different. But a lot of commitment comes down to your mindset. It's really pretty much as Simon Sinek always says, it starts with why you're doing what you're doing. Your why is pretty much going to be the thing that's going to propel you forward and keep you doing the things that you want to do. It's going to keep you committed to something that you believe in. And in this case, with these videos, I'm committed because I really believe in them. But another thing that really helps me stay committed to things is I understand that you want to do things for you more than for other people. So it's kind of hard to stay committed to something when you're not doing it for you. And what I mean by this is think about like a group project that we all had the experience of doing group projects in high school and in college, and we all know that it can be somewhat difficult to commit to a group project because at the end of the day, you're not really doing it for you, right? You're doing it for an A in the class, or you may be doing it so that your group mates end up liking you, because we all know that if you're the slacker in the group, all those other group members, they're not gonna like you at all, and they're not gonna want anything to do with you after the project. So when you get down to it, we're not really doing those group projects for ourselves, right? And because of that, it can be pretty hard to commit to them. So that's just one example of when you're doing something not for you, how it can be pretty hard to commit to it. So when you truly want to commit to something, think about why you're doing it for yourself. I mean, when it comes to these videos, I started this journey because I wanted to prove to myself that I had what it takes to make a daily video for a full year. And I'm not even at the halfway point yet. There's a long way to go. But I know I'm going to make it unless some freak accident happens. Literally, the only thing that's going to stop me is if I end up in the hospital or something. It would have to be an outside thing preventing me from making videos. And even then, I'd probably find some way to continue doing it if I could. But see, that's what I mean. It's a mindset. As you can tell, like, I'm committed to this to the point where, yeah, like I just said, literally the only thing that will stop me is dying. Because otherwise I'm going to keep going. Even if I ended up in the hospital, I would find some way to have a close friend or my roommate bring me all my stuff to film, and I would film in the hospital. Like, do things for you. Because when you make a commitment to yourself to do it, it makes it so much easier to follow through. But if you're committing to something for someone else, and I'm not talking about relationships here, that's an entirely different thing, but if you're committing to something for other people, it can become kind of hard to keep going unless it really ties in with your why. Because even though I'm doing this largely for myself, the whole reason I started this was because I want to help people, and that's pretty much my why. So that's the other reason I keep going, is to help as many people as possible. So even if I didn't have the whole doing it for myself to begin with, I would continue doing it because of my why pushing me forward and wanting to help as many people as possible. So when you combine those two things, your why along with doing it for yourself, you can get to a point where you aren't going to be stopped. You're just going to keep going with whatever it is you're committing to until maybe you change your mind and decide to do something else that speaks more to your heart. But otherwise, those two things are pretty much going to solidify you in continuing to do whatever the thing is. And when it comes to relationships, since I know some of you may be wondering about that, when it comes to committing to someone, at that point, it really is just deciding that you want to choose that person more than anyone else. That you just want to consistently be with them and make them a part of your life. That one's all pretty much internal. Like, yet again, I guess doing it for you does pretty much tie in here as well. You're committing to them because you choose them for yourself. You're choosing to make them a part of your life because you want to. Nobody's forcing you. And that's one of the easiest ways to stay committed in relationships as well. So commitment really does come down to why you're doing the thing, and then just choosing to do it for yourself because you enjoy it and you want to do it. And once you've solidified those two things, you're going to be rock solid, and you'll keep doing it for as long as you wish. Anyway, I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci.